Portugal, and that's exactly what they did for each of their shows. They just trained it and remembered for each of their shows which are the other shows that people are likely to watch together, for instance, right? But I have something better for you. So in the case of recommendations specifically, we actually released recently, so I'm going to go to the, so it's the gallery. We recently released a complete solution, the recommendation solution, that actually allows you to deploy the whole infrastructure into your own Azure subscription. That means that you don't have to pay us per transaction. Pretty much we're giving you the IP for free.
Okay, that
right?
makes sense.
That allows you to host like a web app, web job interface into your own Azure subscription, and you pay for the computation. We're giving you the IP for free. So I'm the program manager for this. How come I know a little bit?
Okay. So,
yeah.
So in that case, again, how does that work? So like, you have a recommendation per customer, and it stores that somehow. Or
Well, in the case of the recommendation, in this one, well, you just have a virtual machine that you run in your own Azure subscription, and it knows how to do recommendations.
Oh, I see. So it's not per call.
You don't pay per transaction anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's practically you pay to have a machine that knows how to do recommendations, and you just pay for the infrastructure.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. It's great news for you. Yeah. So I stopped making some money so you can make some money. Okay, so that's always good for you, right? Okay. So any more questions? Yes, sir.
I have an Alexa at home. My impression she's still kind of stupid.
Okay.
I guess you
I try not to talk about competitors,
No,
but since we're
how do you measure what you have now against, let's
Yeah.
say, what Alexa intelligence?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be open. I think Alexa is pretty dumb in terms of the capabilities that it has to identify what you're saying. In contrast to like if we were to use something like Louis and the speech API system. However, they were brilliant at sticking, and they were quick to market to stick something like that in everyone's home very cheaply, right? So that was brilliant from them. So I hope that with these new speakers that Microsoft and OEMs like Harman Kardon are working, that I hope that they are way better, right? So we can build something better than that. You can see that Cortana is actually better than that. Yes?
I was wondering what are achievements in general AI? Some agent, for example, that you could have a general conversation about in public or complete subject.
Sorry, can you repeat your question? I'm not sure I quite
I was wondering what is your work, what is your achievement in general AI? Not this like our AI, but general AI, that you could have intelligent conversation on any subject.
Yeah, okay, fine.
On a deep level.
Yeah. So I will say that I don't think we're there yet. Honestly, and not just Microsoft. I don't think anyone is truly there yet. But there are a lot of research projects, certainly here at Microsoft, that go beyond just understanding intent. It's really about understanding, I call it content understanding, right? Take any input and really understand the meaning of that input, right? Don't just understand the language constructs probabilistically, but actually create a graph of meaning out of a document, let's say, so that you can ask it questions, right? We're certainly moving in that direction, but we're not quite there yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you store that in a graph structure? What kind of structure do you store that?
Yeah, you will have. It has to be something very, very unstructured in a sense, right? If you look at when we speak, right, and I tell you my cat died because he was sick or whatever, there are a few things, right? Like my cat, right? Like so. Okay, so Luis owns a cat. That's not true, but and then the cat, the state is sick, right? And it's not a table, right? It's really a graph of understanding, right? And by the way, you can start to see us invest there, like the Microsoft Graph for the workspace, right? It's an example of content understanding. Yeah. Any additional questions?
Did you compare your algorithms with, let's say, Facebook's facial recognition and?
Yeah, so each of the cognitive service owners constantly are benchmarking their cognitive services against the competition, especially to the ones that I don't believe Facebook's you can consume yourself, right? But there are certainly other competitors that do expose like face APIs, and we compare ourselves, like both in precision, how many faces can you recognize? Like in the case of text analytics and sentiment, for instance, what is the precision of a model compared to the competition? So we're constantly doing that, and our goal is to always be better, of course.
Going back to the legal issues that
yes.
I see, for example, Facebook tries to understand images.
Yeah.
It tries to categorize
Right.
man, woman, and dog, or
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
What if somebody is offended? I don't know, maybe.
Yes, that has happened. By the
Man
way,
and
yes.
cow, and there's actually two people.
Yes, no, that has happened. I will not point fingers, but a competitor got into a lot of trouble about a year ago. Look, gorillas on the news. So no, I mean serious. It was a problem. So I mean I don't know what your question is, but and I'm not a lawyer, right?
Sure.
But my I guess the principle or the guidance, right, is understand the law of the land, right? And it's not about the law all the time, right? Like this situation where it identified some people and said they were gorillas instead of people, for instance, right? That was not us, that was a competitor. That was offensive, right? And you have to be very careful, and it's one of these things where machine learning models are not perfect, so we have to be very, very careful. Maybe never recognize animals in this type of situations, right?
Is something like the mall kiosk an actual product, or is anybody?
The mall kiosk is on GitHub. You can play with it.
But is it actually in a mall? Like, is there any
actual
thing?
Yes. Some people have actually produced. We never released it as a product. It was a demo that I wrote one day when I was sick, and I wanted to have something for a conference, and but people have taken it and actually put it into products, and it's kind of fun to see like a GitHub project actually be used. Yeah, but that wasn't our intention. Yeah. All right, it's 8:34, so I think we'll call it done. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.